to announce that the next comic coming to the stage is not pretty, but he sure is handsome, witty, and gay, and I'm going to get to discover him right along with you, and I'm very excited. So please put your hands together and welcome Darren Elmore.
Awesome, thank you guys very much. Normally I'm not so good with putting things into holes. Yeah, actually my name is Darren Elmore and I will be your penis tonight. And just to let you know, they're real and symmetrical. Yeah, before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much to the Lafflines girls and for Lafflines for putting on this great event. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Because they really deserve it. And also, just to clarify, if anyone came down here tonight looking for the New West Gay Shame show, that's at the bathhouse down the street, actually. And their parade, oddly enough, happens every day at 4 a.m. when all the straight guys from Chilliwack leave at the same time. Not quite as festive, and a whole lot less eye contact, oddly enough. Really awkward. But it's great to be here performing for the Lafflines girls. I figured there'd be a lot of lesbians in the house. Where's my sisters at? I figured I'd be a great lesbian, actually. I grew up in a house full of 5 women, and actually I still suffer from, I have a menstrual cycle, which basically means that every 28 days I curl up in the fetus position under my bed and I sob for 5 days straight. I've never actually been with a woman though. I figured if I had to go down there, I probably would do a pretty good job because I have eaten oysters on the half shell. Topographically, they're similar, so. That joke makes me want to drink. No, that's the funny thing. I just recently gave up drinking, and thank you for not booing at that, because most people actually are offended that. I could tell people that have taken up terrorism as a hobby, and they'd have a kind of reaction. So, what, you bombed a cafe? That's totally not cool. You gave up drinking? Burn the witch! But I don't really have a good reason. I wanted to lose weight, get fit. My AA sponsor was giving me a hard time about it. Actually, I did used to go to AA meetings. Just for clarity's sake, I do not have a drinking problem. I only went because as a comedian, it's way easier to get stage time. And oddly enough, I'm the funniest guy on those shows. I don't know who's booking them, but they're not doing a very good job. Although there was this one woman who had this great bit about finishing off a 2-4 a Wildcat before noon and then mistaking her baby for a wet pile of laundry. I thought it was hilarious. I think she oversold it a bit with all the crying and the wailing. Yeah, I had to stop going. Yeah, laughing isn't good, but I mean, I didn't belong there, obviously. I mean, look at me. My reasons for drinking are valid. For instance, being gay, of course. I should say, I know that being gay alone is not a valid reason for drinking. It is a valid reason for drinking appletinis, though. So here, look at know, I came out later in life, and so it was a really educational experience. I learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about the world, learned a lot about the fact that I wasn't really what they were looking for in a new recruit. Apparently we're looking to go more in the direction of a 19-year-old hairless Latino boy who can get his knees behind his ears. And I am really not a 19-year-old hairless Latino boy. You guys work on that one. Talk about that one. I also found out that I am a bear. For the straight people in the audience, you may not know this, but there is a subset of gays who call themselves bears because they look like bears. And I am one of them because apparently I'm bigger and hairier, and I maul those people in the campground for food. On the outside, I found out that my gallbladder is worth $3,000 on the table. Yes. So, of course, the biggest adjustment was the sex part. First, do we have any straight people here in the crowd tonight? Yeah. So I'll get through this quickly, but if you don't know what we do sexually, it's a little uncomfortable. It's kind of like a colonoscopy appointment set to a Madonna remix. Warmth and human emotion of a surgical procedure. Basically what I'm saying is, at least my doctor learned my last name before trying to shove a camera up my ass. Yes. And Pride, of course, is always an engaging experience. Did anyone go to Vancouver Pride this past week? The concept of gay pride very confusing because, first of all, I think we all can agree, gay men will eat or fuck or wear anything, but we have no pride, really. If it's been in a magazine and has a bottle of poppers, we're pretty negotiable. I mean, there's not much that we won't do. But you know who I feel sorry for around the time of Pride is the homophobes, of course. I am a very considerate person, and where is their Pride parade? I mean, aside from after every fireworks competition, Canucks home game, BC Lions home game, New Year's, Christmas, Easter, every summer day, basically. I mean, you gotta feel bad for these people. I mean, basically, homophobia has gotten really out of date. It's they need to really work on their craft. So usually when I meet some homophobes, I like to give them tips on how to be better at their jobs. So, for instance, I was walking down Davie Street a couple of months ago, and someone drove past me, stuck their head out their car door, and said, "Hey, faggot!" Now, first of all, I was called faggot so many times by the time I was age 12 that it's kind of lost all meaning for me. So if you really want to hurt the feelings of a gay man, go up to him very politely on the street and say, "Hey, did you hear? Please been canceled." He will be crying on the ground. Robert Pattinson gained 40 pounds. I don't know what happened. He shaved his head. And I think we all can agree, the beating thing, so passé. I mean, if you need 3 of your friends with baseball bats to beat up one 98-pound homosexual, I think we can all agree, you're the faggot. But anyway, thank you guys. I love you all. Have a great Pride, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Darren Elmore, give the microphones a rip for him. Oh my goodness, still lots of time to get your drink orders in.